And, man, this one's got Fight of the Night written all over it, if you have my opinion. Khalil Hodges versus Mason Doyle.
Oh, Mason Doyle again.
Man, I remember watching Mason.
Yep.
He kickboxed back in October. He's had fights since then, but whenever I saw him last, he kickboxed back in October in Clarksville. And, dude, you want to talk about swagger in a fighter, right? This kid,
I mean, post-fight interview.
He was talking, he was this, he was that. He was throwing strikes right down the middle, throwing his little spinning fists. And, I mean, he's got the swag. And he's a great fighter. He's got winning records both in kickboxing and in MMA. 1-0 in MMA, 5-1 as a kickboxer. And really, I think the extreme difference and confidence that's going to come from this fight is in his stand-up. He's fighting at a Wildside Combat Sports, dude. Elite level gym. UFC fighters coming out of there. Dustin Ortiz used to fight there, I believe. Nate Landwehr, of course. Nate the Train is there right now. And, I mean, they produce high-level talent. So I'm looking forward to seeing like what Mason Doyle is going to bring to the cage, because I've only seen him ever really kickbox. I haven't seen his full MMA game. But knowing his teammates and his coaches and just the gym that he's coming out of,
support behind him, the training behind him, he's got a lot of that.
He's going to put on a show, I can guarantee you. But his teammate or his opponent, not his teammate, his opponent tonight.
I was about to say, I don't think they're teammates, if I had to guess.
This kid's going to put on a show as well. Khalil Hodges.
His opponent, Khalil Hodges, coming out. Another Shackelford fighter. Again, we told you were going to hear that name a few times tonight on this fight card. And we've got another one right here in Khalil Hodges. He is coming in with an 0-1 record, but do not let that...
Bro.
Do not underestimate that, as we learned with the last fight.
Dude, I mean,
the 0-3 took on the 2-0-1.
True.
Yeah, so records don't necessarily mean anything. However, coming out of Shackelford, being a solid fighter, just because it's an 0-1 doesn't mean anything. Pay attention to the quick hands and Khalil's reactions. Yeah. Very, very high fight IQ. There's probably going to be a feeling out process in the beginning where he's kind of figuring out his game plan. And I'm excited to see what he can do against Mason the Berserker Doyle.
Yeah, so in his last fight against Rashid Dorme, super close decision back in February at Attitude MMA. But the kid's got it, right? I feel like he really lost the fight just due to the cage control, because it was such an even striking match the whole entire time. He was just, his back was to the cage the whole time. His opponent controlled the cage more than he did. I think that was the difference maker. So don't let that 0-1 fool you. This kid's got it. And, when I talked to him yesterday at the weigh-ins, he said, I learned a lot in my first fight, my last fight. I do believe that he's probably talking about that cage control. Yeah. And he won't leave it to the judges, he said. But, look, knowing Mason Doyle, knowing the team that he's coming with, this is, again, he hasn't had an easy fight. He fought a law school MMA guy, and now he's fighting a Wildside Combat Sports guy. Two tough opponents in very
easy
two fights.
Opponents. And we'll pass it to Richard for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is set for three-minute rounds of MMA action. When the match begins, the man in charge, referee Jason Aldridge. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 141 pounds, from Clarksville, Tennessee, representing Wildside MMA, the Berserker, Mason Doyle.
Got the gladiator shorts on.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 136 pounds, from Olive Branch, Mississippi, representing Shackelford MMA, Khalil Hodges.
This is a big fight.
All right.
Like 1-0, 0-1, and you would think like, oh, wow, these guys should be on the early prelims. No.
Nope. Not with these two.
These two guys are experienced.
Making sure all staff is in place, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
One thing I'm upset about, very first off, is Jason Aldridge. I don't see his fanny pack.
Oh, yeah, he's not wearing his little tool belt fanny pack.
But besides that, back to the fight. Khalil coming out strong already, tying up on the cage.
Pushing Doyle against that cage.
Again, this is something that he learned from in his last fight, apparently. Controlling the cage more, being a little more aggressive.
Doyle tried to get a little takedown there.
Big body shot.
Oh, these two guys both are trading right now. Oh, Doyle landing a few right there in the middle.
We're just throwing bombs starting off our prelims.
Man.
Come on now.
That was an exchange.
Look, and both these guys just recovered real quick. Just recoup
let me
and
take
go.
a deep breath really quick.
Woo! The head
Hodges.
movement. That was the reactions you were just talking about
Yep.
in the pre-fight.
Doyle going for lost it. Thought about that standing guillotine for a second. Did not get it. We are back.
These two guys
the
are just
clinch.
so tough. Tough as nails, man. If I was both of them, I would want to be in the clinch right now, too. Rest.
Yeah,
That's a
trying
lot
to
of
catch
energy.
my breath.
Sheesh.
We are 50-something seconds into this fight.
More than likely.
Goodness.
Yeah, big shot.
All right, Hodges,
Oh,
yeah.
both of these guys using the knees to their advantage.
Oh,
big shots
Mason
by
with
Mason
two
Doyle.
big hits. Hodges seemed to be not affected by either of those.
These are some high-level guys.
I say Mason looks like he's trying to take it to the ground. Ooh.
Again, both of them
Nice
wearing those
knee
knees
to
on the
body.
bodies of their
Yeah.
opponent.
There, yep, Hodges
It's like,
answer.
give one, take one. Give one, take one.
Yeah, Mason's turn, Hodges' turn. See if he does it. Yep, he's charging it up.
They almost both did it at the same time. Big shot,
Ooh,
big
Hodges
shot.
with
Oh,
some
look at that
big
head
hits,
movement.
But
That was that
Mason
swagger.
dodged it. And the
Huge
takedown from Doyle. Very
Wow.
nice. Gets the back.
He's gotta get
Almost
that,
immediately of Hodges.
needs to get that left leg around.
Yeah. That left leg's doing nothing down. Pinch down there under
That way he
Hodges.
can get his hooks in. He can control it more.
There he goes.
All right, so
Yep.
Hodges almost, he's going to give up his back. He was almost in full guard.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Breaks it. Wow. Hodges breaks it.
Ooh.
And now for the ground and pound
big
from the top.
shots from Hodges. This fight has turned. Doyle's just taking
Yeah,
it.
Doyle's just taking those shots from Hodges. Oh!
Khalil Hodges with the knockout. Khalil Hodges with the
Mason
knockout.
immediately protesting it. But he was at, oh man. That is unfortunate for Mason Doyle, but man.
Man.
Oh, that is unfortunate for Mason Doyle, but man, if you saw it
What
from
a
our angle, he was
shot.
out. He was out. Unfortunate loss for Mason Doyle, but Khalil Hodges does take the first round knockout, the first knockout of the night, only fight number 6 of 14, ladies and gentlemen. We have plenty more to go for the rest of the night. We are letting coaches and staff get in their places in the cage. And we will be hearing the official announcement from Richard in just a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jason Aldridge has called the stop to this contest at 2:32 in the first round. Declaring your winner by KO, Khalil
Khalil Hodges, Shackle Fords MMA. You are 2-0 on the night so far. Knockout of the night so far as well. Talk to me a little bit about these exchanges you had, because man, this was like rock'em sock'em robots the entire fight.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna come out. He wanted to pressure me. I mean, he's a dog. I mean, if y'all know anything about Mason, he's a 5-1 champion kickboxer. So I mean, I knew I was gonna come in for a war. Now, I appreciate him taking this fight. Appreciate it, dog.
You had told me that you had learned a lot from your last fight back in February. Was controlling the cage one of those things? Because you seem to do that a lot better in this fight than the last one.
Big facts. My first fight, I was so timid. Like, I knew this fight, I was not gonna leave it to the judges. You saw the fight. I got robbed. I got robbed my first fight. Robbed.
Ladies and gentlemen, Khalil Hodges.